All right. So it's Sunday. It's upper 30s, 37, 38, something like that. We've been swinging around a lot. Brace yourself. We've been swinging, temperature's been swinging up and down pretty good. And yesterday we had a hell of a windstorm, and it is pretty breezy again today. And then the next few days are supposed to be warm. I think we got a little bit of rain coming. So this is how I have to get to my roof. For those of you that don't know. So I'm up here today just taking a look around, making sure everything is still kind of battened down. I got a swarm trap down there. I got to go pick that up. That I know fell a while ago. I don't like this ladder. It's half of an extension ladder, but it doesn't have proper feet on it. And with it being chilly, we'll get some slippery conditions on these roofs, even though it is black tar. So I had a bunch of frames fall down here last year or so, and there's some nasty exhaust that comes out of this exhaust here. Well, all things considered, it's in pretty decent shape. I had them hung up there on the roof, on the side of the wall there. You can see those brackets, I think. Because I had gotten 2 or 3 swarms show up right on that section of wall. It's a beautiful day, sun's out, wispy clouds in the sky, but not a whole lot of them. And we're supposed to warm up the next couple of days, so with any luck we'll have some nice weather. Now these 2 hives were active, and I probably should move them before it gets cold, or before it gets warm, so I can I got some foam down there, so I can get them out of these locations. Both of these were just swarms that showed up on this little wall and that wall, and I set boxes there but never moved them. So this one's completely filled. There's only 5 frames in it, and the rest is just built comb. I tried to open it last year to mark the queen, and it's going to be a cutout. That's completely filled. I should give it a lift, see what it feels like. It feels pretty light. Feels pretty light. So I'm going to get some honey out for the bees this week, because I didn't like how light that one felt. I saw bees in and around this. I do got quite a bit of dead bees on the ground here, or on the floor rather. Maybe I'll take a quick peek from a distance. Yeah, they're not alive. So I think that's not terrible news, because yeah, that's all chewed up. Because yeah, dead bees, probably starved, possible, but we'll take a look. Again, I was planning on moving them, but I don't have to do that now. This hive, I'm fairly certain, is still active, though I haven't been in in it since late in the summer, just to make sure that they were okay. This had gotten some wax moths. You see they propolized the other entrance. I got a lot of bees on the ground. This one feels pretty heavy. I think these guys are still good, but they just haven't gotten to the yep, they're good. They're alive. And that still feels pretty heavy. So luckily they have some stores. This other one must have been robbed out. It did see a lot of activity on some of those warm days, and it would make sense that it just got picked clean. All in all, not terribly. I don't see anything really out of place. These setups on the plywood or on the plywood on the pallets seem to have worked pretty well. This is a bee vac, believe it or not. I was this might have swelled. Yeah. Lazy beekeeper this fall. I didn't do nearly as much of the maintenance work as I should have done in getting this stuff all packed up and cleared out for downstairs, but downstairs I seem to have been attacked by mice. They got into some of my drawn frames and ruined a bunch of those. But now see, this is one of the issues with plywood that people take issue with, and it's certainly understandable, but I'll just glue that back on with some staples and there's some more paint on it. These were only painted once, and they probably all need a good another coat. I don't think any of these down here are active. My road barrel hive, that seemed to be still kicking. The Philadelphian, that went out. And the other tall one, that one also died out. That one never had bees in it. It's kind of disappointing because I like that one. And that cathedral hive, which didn't have bees in it either. So I do have some maintenance to do. I got a lot of cleanup to do. I was thinking about just cracking lids and taking what I can downstairs here today. You know, I got a bunch of stuff like this just laying around. My solar melter needs some attention. Everything needs some attention. But everything's still here, which is good. That's another strong one, that hive over there. Here's my view. Now, I might be doing a video soon about pollen sub. I haven't used it yet, and I'm debating on it because I saw a considerable drop off in my pollen and honey last spring. If you can see that big tan building right over there, that was an empty lot for the last 2 years. Last year they developed it. Next to that is what was St. Vincent's orphanage. It's been knocked down. It's been knocked down, and I think they're going to develop that land. And there's some more land over there along the river that sat vacant for years. And my first year with the bees here, 2019, It was fantastic. I mean, I had a spring pull and a fall pull from maybe 20 hives. I got probably 300 pounds maybe my first year. And like I said, that being developed killed all that natural forage that was there. It was, you know, you'd be surprised at how much that could provide. The other thing that a problem is going to be for me this year is along 95, the interstate right here, all down both sides was dirt embankment down to street level. Well, they're widening the roadway, so that dirt embankment has been completely taken off. There's a big concrete wall that holds the roadway in, and they backfilled it and extended the highways. So along both sides of the highway, you can see right out here behind that behind that tower was like that. There was a lot of forage in there, wild clematis, knotweed, of course, all kind of clover, all kinds of plants. So now I'm concerned that with this being changed and altered so much, that I'm going to run into problems having this many bees here, and being able to sustain them all. Now, I do sell nukes, so you know my stock rotates, but usually I like to have at least, I mean, I'm down to probably 30 hives right now, but I'd like to have at least 60 going into winter. And I have them here because it's just my space. It's everything I have here. My whole operation's here. So that's what is going on with that. And I'm still in debate. And as far as, you know, that goes even further, feeding sugar syrup, that might be something that I have to add to my experience. Now, I have done it. I feed sugar syrup on occasions only when I have to. Right now I got 6 full buckets of honey from last year still in wax, that you know, for the bees to forage on, but that's going to run out. That's going to run out, and I generally don't get too much honey from the first cutouts of the year, because what they have, if they have any, they've been using in the spring. Here you can see this is the mice. Now, stupid me, I had these open, you know, sitting out in the open, and you can just see there's, you know, mouse shit and chewed comb everywhere, chewed wax. I got into all these. These were all just drawn frames. Saved me a little bit of work though, because I'm gonna clear that old wax anyway and get some new stuff in there, but we'll see what happens. And back in the honey room, I got everything set up. I am liquid. So I can, at this point, do all my cleaning and everything in here, in this space. Again, I don't have drainage, so I'll be able to drain into buckets to get it out of here. And that's just what it is. It's going to be much easier and cheaper to do it that way, obviously, than to try to get drainage out of this space and into my drain, because the closest drain I have to me is up there. So I'd have to pump up and across and drop down into that, and I'm just not going to do that. It's not worth it. But I don't think it's necessary either. So here we are. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. We'll be making some more videos soon. Catch you later.